Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a cup of coffee. I know I am. Tell you what, last night was a doozy. I don't know if I'm trying to get sick or what. I think I feel like something's coming on. I might sound a little weird, so if that's the case, that's probably what's going on. But I had to take my daughter to the dentist this morning for her biannual cleaning. Had to be up extra early. It sucked. I'm already halfway through my coffee. However, last week I went to Michael's and I don't remember why I was there. I think I was looking for something in particular. They didn't actually have it, but they had the grab bags there. And normally when I see the grab bags, it's the little cruddy ones with all the felt and foam kid crafts. Well, this time I lucked out, and I'm not going to show you all the goodies I got because some of them I'm going to be using for something, and I'll let you know that in a little bit. One of the items that was in there, though, was this bride's program kit where the bride can print up this information on this little program to use at the wedding. And this kit originally retails for 40 bucks. And my grab bags were $2 a piece, and I tell you what, one of them weighed at least 20 pounds. I had one of the things that was in it I'll tell you about was I had 3 cans of professional spray paint. So that was awesome, and they had colors in it that I liked. So in this kit, you get these bits of lacy stuff. Where's the other one? I have one here I sprayed while I was playing around. So that's what one looks like after it's been sprayed. So a little bit different, not a whole lot. It's kind of hard for these to pick up color, but it's got some purples and stuff on it. So I'll experiment some more with those to see what kind of fun colors I get. And then there's this lightweight paper that goes inside the program for your details. And then the cover of the program is this heavier weight stuff. And I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got some swirly embossed on it, and then it's also textured. So I thought those would be kind of fun to turn into some junk journals. So shoot, take what I paid for it, which is like $2 divided by 80 items, or whatever the heck was in that box. I could make trash out of this and it wouldn't be hurting me. But that was a nice little find in my bag of goodies. And it was nice about these grab bags this time was the fact that they were in kind of a lightweight trash bag. So you could kind of see in it a little bit what you were going to get. And that was pretty cool. I also had some of the Hazel and Ruby stuff. And this isn't one in particular that I got. I got them stuffed somewhere else, but I ended up with 5 rolls of this with only 2 duplicates. And I like this stuff. Some of it's collage paper, some of it's tissue paper. But it works out fantastic on projects to do things. So, but what I had done with that wedding paper is I got out some of my Tattered Angel sprays, and I just had fun on this paper. Checking out how they work. Actually, I think it goes this way. So this silver part is actually Liquitex ink, but everything else is a Tattered Angel spray. And this yellow one I got from the clearance department. It's kind of a, there it is. It's actually gold. That came up really nice on here. So I think that, you take those little programs, you spritz them up how you want. There's those swirly parts. Make some nice little covers for some junk journals. And then that ribbon would tie right here if you choose to use it. I was actually spraying the ribbon with the Tattered Angel sprays as I was going along, but see, ribbon's plenty long enough to tie some stuff into, like some junk journals. So I might make a few of those up. And then another thing I was working on this week, I added a couple of pages to my en masse journal. I started one for numbers. I've done this one for boots, and this was pretty fun. I felt compelled to make sure that all the left-facing boots were on one side and vice versa. And then I went back in with my Derwent pencil. It's sort of like a Stabilo. And kind of went around the boots there to create some little bit of shadowy bits. I think I want to use some watercolor, cheap watercolors to come through and use some of these backgrounds on some of these as well. What else have I got? Watches, tags. This is my English foods page. I don't know if you've seen that one yet. Shiny. Got a food label one starting. So I got my food. That's my coffee that I drink. I mentioned that in a previous video. Millstone. Oh, here's one I did. Playing cards. I've got the right hand page sort of done. I've come in with the wash part. I'm going to do the left later because I got some space here. I think I could add a couple more cards. And then one of my viewers who I've done some swaps with. In fact, I think that one was from her, and this one maybe? I'm not sure. She said she's going to send me one that's heart-shaped in the next swap that we do together. So I want to add that on before I add in the background. And I think that might be it for this one. And let's see, what do we have over here? Oh, security envelope patterns. I have a collection of security envelopes. Someone else had put a picture up of what they did with theirs, and I decided to cut circles out of mine, but every single one of these circles is a totally different security envelope pattern. Now there's a couple of them that are the same pattern, but were printed lighter than the other one. Like this one here is a lot lighter version of that one. So this will be fun. And I got some space here for any extras. I really love this one. I think this is a fantastic envelope pattern. That'd be neat to come back in and doodle. And this one here as well. These would make a good Zentangle pattern. Alrighty, what else is in here? I added some more to my stamps. You gotta work your way through that. I was able to add a couple of little extras to the brand names one with the boots that I chopped up. And I do believe that's about it right now. Now, I was looking at Pinterest, and let me find this lady's name, because I cannot remember it for the life of me. Give me a minute. Alright, I don't know what her name is, but her blog is flying-shoes-studio.blogspot.com, and I will put a link to that in the bottom. But I found someone had been pinning her pictures on Pinterest, and she has her own Pinterest section as well. But she's been doing this great artwork on her dictionary pages, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I don't think that I will be able to complete the level of art that she has on these pages, but I was so inspired by them that I decided to come up with my own dictionary art book. So I bought this book from the library. Now I need a sip of coffee. A few weeks ago, and it had this crappy cover on it. So I took the cover off. The spine piece fell off because it was old and brittle and barely even glued on there. So I'll find another use for that. It's very, very fragile. But I use my packing tape that you have to moisten on the spine here to support, because it was separating. And that's working really well. And then I decided I needed a closure, so I punched some holes in here with my Crop-A-Dile and created this doodad. So these are held on with brads, which I'm going to come back through and cover those with something. But this was that little fabric thing I made for that Vegas journal that I decided I didn't need the fabric thing on it anymore. Realized it was perfect size for this. Hooked this toggle button on the front. And it does require a little bit of fiddling to get it to hook, but even with my finger issues I'm having, I am able to open and close it pretty well. So what we have in here is I've gone through and so far I have added these little tabs on pages that had something that would be good to use. Now, some of them I picked exactly what the lady from that blog had picked because they were good ones to pick. So we have artist. I've gone through and I've added the word in bigger letters, and then I'm going to come back in later and take my time attempting to do some kind of a doodle. So I also went in with my Stabilo pencil and kind of darkened the edge of the paper. I don't know how well you can see that. There we go. Now that is so that when you're like this, you can kind of see where those pages show up. I don't know how. There, you can see how they're darker than the rest. And that'll help because I don't think I want to keep these little tabs in here forever. I might come up with a different tab and glue it on. Just so, because I kind of like some of this stuff hanging out the side, but these particular tabs are the Target ones and the sticky on them really is horrible. So I've got artist, barn, gotta have barn in red, right? Bell, book and bolt. I also picked things I thought I might be able to actually draw. I'm not going to put in here, I don't know, something complicated because it might take me the rest of the year to do it, right? Butterfly. I also use my Stabilo, not my Stabilo, but my Derwent pencil to create some shadowy effects on some of the lettering so that it stands out from the page a little better. I'm currently working my way through doing that. Camera, clock and cloud, coffee and cog, crossword. That one's not even in the dictionary. That was funny. So I did that one that way because I thought that would be kind of clever. So I made crossword be on this section even though it's not here. And this is, the reason why is this book's from 1971 and they haven't added all the words in. There's quite a few words in here that are not in here, or the definitions they have for the words are not quite what we would be using now. So it was quite humorous. My son and I had a good laugh about a couple of them. Domino, eye, feathers, fork, and I'm using a piece of scrap paper here and behind my doodling because it does bleed through on some of them. That one's not too bad. Owl. That one's not too bad. One of these in here that I did a Sharpie with bled pretty bad, so you can kind of see the shadowing here. Quill and quilt. Reed and raven. River ring. How did that one do? Yeah, this paper is a little bit thicker than some of the dictionary papers I've run across. This is, some of the dictionaries seem to have more of a Bible book paper, really light. This is not that thin. T. Alright, here's one of them. I did changed font because I was using this stencil that I've gotten from who knows where. Fiskars maybe. I've had this for forever. There's no labeling on here at all. And then I switched to Dean Reevely's, I think it's hers, Dilutions. This one. So I was using that to do some of them, and then I also have the Tim Holtz Schoolhouse one that I'm going to use just to break up having the exact same font everywhere. But I did telescope and telephone, and those, as you can see, have bled through pretty decent. And one more that I've found so far is, see, that one bled through really bad because I used a Sharpie typewriter. So on the ones where it's bled through, I have no intention of finding something on this page to use because I think that'll be weird. I'll just leave that as a, you don't do that page. So as we get through some of those, I will come back and show you. Right now I'm just hunting down fun words and doing the lettering for that. There's a pre-plan. Also, with Shannon's NMAS journal, she had used an Oklahoma guide, and I had ordered one and I didn't get the same one she had. I got this big 12 by or 11 by 11 or whatever it is. But what I'm going to do is, my husband and I have a plan later on to actually hit up all the states and try and get a geocache in each state. And there are some neat images in here that would be cool to use in some you know, junk journal, whatever. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Collage work. There we go. That's a good word. Pretty pictures. But I'm going to go through here and see if there's any pictures of, like, this guy. This guy would be fun to go check out. Who is this? This is the 76-foot tall golden driller. So, you know, a funky roadside attraction. One of our friends, when they retired, went around and hit up all the weirdo roadside attractions, like the giant ball of twine and this guy. And I thought that would be fun for us to do. So I'm going to go and kind of clip out some of these neat things to go see and create our retirement exploration journal thing. So we'll see how that works out. So because I want to do that for the different states, I have started requesting different guidebooks from the different states. Now also when you do that, you end up with their maps. So I'm getting a bunch of fun maps together. So far I have Oklahoma and Arizona that have come in the mail. Isn't that pretty? I've already been to the Grand Canyon. But this particular picture is just super awesome. So some of the stuff that's in this one I might have already done. But we'll just have, isn't he pretty? You can't see that very well. Look at that. Arizona has a really good bird population because of the climate. And you wouldn't think that with it being so hot in some places, but down there near the south, when it's up close to Mexico, the hummingbird population is just fantastic. And then when you go north, you actually have like Flagstaff. Flagstaff actually gets snow. In fact, Tucson even gets snow on the mountain. So lots of fun stuff. But anyway, got those. I've got some more working their way to me that I've requested. I didn't request every single state all in one day, because that's obviously not something that's going to happen next week. So I don't need all those things right away. So as that progresses, I will show you. And then here's my other thing I did this weekend. I don't know what I want to call this yet. This is not done yet. I took some of these lightweight packaging. I think they put these in the Cyplus orders, but I got this from a different one. It really is kind of like lightweight paper bag type stuff. It's not even, I don't know, there's not a whole lot you could do with this. This really is pretty much newspaper weight. Really, really thin. So I took a bunch of those, folded them in half, reinforced them with the string glue packing tape. You know, you have to wet it to use it. And then I went through my paper junk and I created these little collages of papers. I think what I will do is create a separate little video with a flip showing the different pages, because I need to come back through and do the back sides. And what I want to do on the back sides is more of a matte medium kind of application with some thin papers like old phone book pages and some tissue papers, you know, lighter stuff, and create a collage here. So that's all you get to see so far, but I decided this section would be a good cover. But we have a bit of a library card, some music paper, here's a bit of dictionary page. This was scrapbook paper that I ripped up. This is what's part of a National Geographic page that I tried a Citrosolve technique on. And then I sewed them onto the pages. So I only used 2 different stitches. We got the straight and then I used the zigzag. But I did that to every single page. I didn't use the exact same papers on every single page. Like some of them have some alternate packing paper stuff that I ended up with during the move. Some have, you know, more music paper than others. And so you'll see that in my little flippy that I'll do for this. I need to come up with a name for it. Maybe, obviously it's a junk journal, but what I want to call it, I don't know. So I will work on that some more and get a video for that going so you can see it. I did not video my process. This was just totally off camera, having fun. So I won't video the process for the other side either. But I will show you a flip after it's completed. I have 2 videos that need to be finished editing that I hope to put out this week. One of them is my missing a sock sign, and the other one is my welcome sign, both done with Deco Art products. So look for those. And I hope you're having a great day. Do something fun today. Create something. Make sure you have your coffee or other morning beverage that you enjoy, or afternoon or evening if that's what time it is for you. And I hope you're all having a wonderful time. Didn't I just say that? I'm repeating myself. It's too early. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a subscriber, I can't talk either. If you're not already a subscriber, there's a button down there somewhere that you can click. Oh, which reminds me, my special announcement I forgot to tell you. I have reached 600 subscribers. In fact, I think I'm at 607 or something now. Thanks to the Hop and lots of wonderful people who have come by. And I'm going to do a giveaway because I was going to do one when I hit 500, but that kind of went swooshing on by and it was just so quick. But 600 subscribers. I'm going to do 2 giveaways. And I'll be choosing 2 winners from the options below. You must comment. You must tell me, what do I want you to tell me? Something I have informed you of in the video. Let's see. Tell me one of the brands on the back, on the En Masse journal of English products, or tell me what brand of coffee I drink. There we go. And last question, what is my favorite brand of dictionary? There's a hint for you. So those are 3 questions you have to answer to be entered into the drawing. This is open for international and America. International, you might have to be patient on because of weird shipping charges they've got going on right now. So, we'll swing it. It's okay. And I think that's about it. So, hit the subscribe button. Oh, you have to be a subscriber already. As of this video, you have to have already been a subscriber. If you're just joining me now to enter a drawing so that you can leave later, you won't be eligible. Got it? Alright. Hit the subscribe button. Please like, share, comment. Love to hear your comments. Still have my ATC request open. Love to get some ATCs or tags from you to display, show in a video. I don't need anything else. You don't have to stuff your envelope full of goodies for me. Just a simple ATC is perfectly fine. You can get an ATC in an envelope with a small piece of paper for protection for 1 stamp. Don't have to spend a lot of money on an ATC to send to me. Alright, take care everybody. Bye.